Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Rundown. We're going to go over the MLB games scheduled for Friday, October 14th, 2022. Now, if you like what you see, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to put your baseball picks in the comments section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. Alrighty, here we go. Here are the MLB playoff games for Friday, October 14th. First up, we see Game 2 of the ALDS between the Cleveland Guardians and the New York Yankees. This one a makeup from yesterday's rainout as the game on Thursday was postponed here to Friday. 1:07 Eastern start time on TBS here, and Shane Bieber, Nestor Cortes are the starting pitchers again for this one, and my pick's going to stay the same. I like the New York Yankees on the money line. I think you look at Nestor Cortes, a left-handed pitcher. The Guardians have struggled against lefties this season offensively. That's definitely in the case in the last month as their power numbers and their walk rate as a team near the bottom of the league against those left-handers. They faced Nestor Cortes twice this season, haven't done much against him. Nestor Cortes himself has been a lot better at Yankee Stadium than he has been on the road, a sub-2 ERA at home this season, so I like all of those numbers for the Yankees and their pitching staff, even though their bullpen, they're missing a lot of guys due to injury. Michael King, Chad Green, Zach Britton, Aroldis Chapman wasn't on the roster because of an issue that he had. So, the bullpen's a little bit thin right now, but I still think we saw in Game 1, it got the job done. I think it's good enough here. I think Cortes can give the Yankees 5 to 7 strong innings here. And on the other side, I think the Yankees bats will get to Shane Bieber for a few runs via the long ball. I think the Yankees hit 2+ homers on Shane Bieber here as he's had issues with the long ball in his career. The Yankees lineup is crushing right-handed pitching right now. They're number 2 in both team OPS and isolated power against those righties in the last month. I like the Yankees here on the money line at Yankee Stadium. Next up, we see Game 3 of the NLDS between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. The series is tied 1 game apiece. This one's going to be a 4:37 Eastern start time on Fox Sports 1. Right now, we see Aaron Nola listed for the Phillies as their starter. No official starter listed for Atlanta. Right now, I am seeing Charlie Morton on a few different websites as a rumored starter, and also maybe a bullpen game here for Atlanta if they go with Spencer Strider as the opener. As he comes back from an injury, he wouldn't be able to pitch too deep into this game, but could give the Braves the first inning or so. I think either option is good enough here for the Braves to win this one. I'm going to lean towards Atlanta on the money line. Still waiting for an official line to be out for this game, but when you look at the Braves offensively, they're crushing right-handed pitching. They're number 3 in team OPS. They're number 1 in isolated power against those righties in the last month. It's tough to beat, and Aaron Nola has faced the Braves quite a bit this season. 34 innings of work against the Braves this year. Now, most of those starts were solid, and he ended with a 3.67 ERA, but he did give up a good amount of base hits, walks, and home runs as well, and I do think the Braves have the much better bullpen as well as better lineup in this series, so I got to go with Atlanta in this game. I know the first game, the Phillies took it, and they had a big lead early. The bullpen started to struggle towards the end of that game. They couldn't get a lot of innings from Ranger Suarez. Aaron Nola is the type of pitcher that's usually going to be able to get you some innings, 6 to 7 innings, most starts, but I still don't trust the back end of this Phillies bullpen, especially if this is a close game late. I got to go with Atlanta, the deeper bullpen, so give me the Atlanta Braves here on the money line. And in our final game of the night, we see Game 3 of the NLDS between the San Diego Padres and the Los Angeles Dodgers. This series also tied 1 game apiece. This is going to be an 8:37 Eastern start time on Fox Sports 1. And we see Tony Gonsolin and Blake Snell as your starters. I like the matchup for San Diego in Game 2. I thought they had a pretty advantageous starting pitching matchup. And the big thing for San Diego so far is even though Mike Clevenger struggled on the mound as a starter in Game 1, their bullpen has been sharp both in Game 1 and Game 2. It was clutch down the stretch in that Game 2 where they had a 2-run lead for the final innings, and they were able to get out of some jams with their bullpen. Bob Melvin managed it pretty well in that one, and I think with Blake Snell on the mound here, he's a very volatile starting pitcher. When he's off, he can be really off. When he's on, he's one of the best pitchers in baseball, and when he's missing a lot of bats, earning those strikeouts, he is really tough to beat. We've seen the Los Angeles Dodgers kind of have a bumpy ride against lefties this season. At the beginning of the year, they really weren't hitting lefties very well. Then they were crushing lefties, but to end the season, the last month of the season, their numbers against lefties are not very good at all. They're 19th in isolated power, and they're 27th in team OPS against those left-handed pitchers. Their strikeout rate is also pretty high, higher than what we're used to seeing from LA at 25.1%. With those numbers there and the fact that I'm not really on board with Tony Gonsolin, he only had 1 start back from his injury. It really wasn't the sharpest of starts either. He gave up a run against the Rockies at home, which in only 2 innings of work, he went giving up a run and 3 base hits, but I don't necessarily love Tony Gonsolin in this spot on the road. The Padres bullpen has been sharp. You're getting plus money here with the home team. I think this series goes 5 games, and I think the Padres win this one, take the series lead. I think the Dodgers have a good shot in Game 4, but give me the Padres here in Game 3. And that's it. Those are the MLB postseason games for Friday. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave that like and subscribe. And don't forget to put your baseball picks in the comments section below. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. As always, this is Ron Romanelli. Good luck.